Hello, anybody, somebody, nobody, whoever may never see this. This is Siegfried Alexander Faust, the Whiffed, coming back at you with some more Warhammer 40k. I'm going to be showing you my Death Krieg Corps army, the Death Corps of Krieg. Uh, so this is a bit of a meme list. It's not very good. The actual Lehman Russ spam list is far superior, but damn it if this isn't funny. Bit of a meme list, and I wish I could have more of the Krieg models, but they're legend. This you could technically still run. In the world of 40k, it's high sci-fi fantasy. You have a bunch of people on fucking horses with gas masks rolling around. Damn it if that's not funny. Um, so the army list. First off, it's a 2k battalion. It starts with 5 CP. You have 2 tank commanders. You're gonna have 3 4-man servitor squads, a 1 3-man armored sentinel squad, 2 10-man squad of death riders, 2 10 horsey squad of death riders, 3 4-man pony squads of the veterans, 3 5-man squads of Tempestus Scions, a Tech Priest Engine Seer, Callous Assassin, why not, and Death Rider Squadron Commander Horsey Boy, hello, and Malcador Infernus. And the tank commanders, they got that tank ace for slow and purposeful. And they're, of course, demolishers. I didn't specify, but they are demolishers, yes. Um, so, you're not going to have versus my other list, the reroll for the type, so hopefully you roll well. The these guys, Deep Strike, kind of like, as if they were in strategic reserve. So they come in from the board edge because they ride into battle. And, I mean, they're T4, 3 wounds each. And they have a 4-up save. They're cavalry. But they also have a 5-up feel no pain and all of these things because they're augmented cyber horses. And if they get the charge off, their strength 3 weapon lance instead becomes strength 5. It gets AP -3 for the melee, and it turns into damage 2. And they get 2 attacks each. These guys get 1 attack each, except for the Ride Master. So, they can actually do work. It's quite odd. And then, unless I'm mistaken, yeah, they're quite cheap. So, guess what? That's all deep strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you easily can do this. So, your opponent won't be able to get any of them. Oh, him too. Fuck it. So, you're going to be able to safely bring these guys in on the board edges. Hopefully get some charges. Little sketch. You have a lot of CP. You might actually want to put some into strategic reserve so you can get the other board edge. Because I think it's only your board edge. I am unsure on that one. But damn it if it's not funny. I wanted to do something to honor Krieg. I think Kachan's cool. Cadia's too stuck up. All the rest, I don't even care. Unfortunately. Most of the Scion stuff, I don't care. I think Scion just reminds me, honestly, of Halo ODST Drop Shot Troopers. Even though technically it's based the other way around. I believe Scions predate them by far. I'm not 100% on that. I could be wrong. But yeah, it does. Most of it doesn't really interest me. Katachan is just cool, and they got some meme stuff. There's cool characters from other ones. They don't really excite me. And so, Krieg, I think, is my favorite for their lore. I don't remember if it technically was a fan-made one first before it got made official. But they're out of print too, so you can't. It's gonna be hard to get these anymore. You have to get away with possibly doing a custom mold, because otherwise you might get called out attorney because they're just not in print. It's hard to get the models. It's very unfortunate. So Krieg Cole's Sacrifice. Big breath. Each time they do a combat attrition test, you ignore all modifiers. If a character or vehicle unit with this doctrine is destroyed by an attack made by an enemy model and the model did not explode, aka it's not a vehicle, roll d6. On a 4-up, you don't remove it from play. It can, after the attacking model is done mitigating attacks, either shoot with one of its ranged weapons. If if it's your shooting phase, or make one attack with one of its melee weapons if it's a fight phase. So if you get charged first, it can still work out, which ain't bad, which is kind of odd. Also, I forgot, so when you make all of its attacks with the lance, it also makes savage claws. The horse claws at them, because they have like claws for hoofs. It's not reflected here, but yeah, the horses are actually badass in the lore. Uh, and then after it dies, you can. So they have a fight on death ability, army wide, which is pretty nutty as well. Um, is not to be fucked with. The Edgeseer tries to keep your 3 vehicles alive that matter. Turn 1, try to get the extra 2 +2 to hit. And then the Infernus, I love the Infernus. The other I think are crap because you have to put a lot into them to make them work. And at the end of the day, their ballistic skill is still 4. Infernus is fire. Fire don't give a fuck. So auto hitting. So a regular heavy flamer, and it's got the Inferno gun. So I just threw it in there because it felt like something the army would do. And you know what? It can pay off if you're lucky. But damn it if this model isn't chunk. My god. Depending on where you put it, it can't even turn. Thank Lord they didn't make it so it's like, well, and technically you need to be able to fire, so you can't fire backwards, so you wouldn't be able to do this. And so you just fire from any point in the model because while it's silly, if you fire backwards and stuff, good lord, how are you supposed to turn and shoot this thing? Like, explain that shit to me. Oh, I guess you're just fucked. Oh, yeah, I'm just fucked. So, not a good mindset to have. This allows for more wargaming. Sorry, it's just a quick little rant. It's these things. I hate. These are like batteries, I think, used to fuel either for motion and or ammunition. For some of these larger models, they have these battery extenders for guard, and it just makes everything so obnoxiously large. It's already large, but good lord, it's like bigger than a Bane blade in length. Yeah. So yeah, this is a cool Krieg army. Of course, it could be done differently. This is not meant to be like this is the most competitive Krieg I thought I could make. That still is like cool because I mean, is it really Krieg if I don't run the Krieg models? It's like all the only Krieg models there are. So with them in, this is the best I think you can really make it. But yeah, without further ado, me beating a dead horse. Feel free to jump into the chat in my Twitch or make comments down below. Like, share, subscribe if you have any complaints, compliments, advice, recommendations, or requests. And I have my Twitch information below along with the Google Drive, which will contain this list if you want to make it for yourself or run it IRL. It can win. It's just there's just better lists currently. Like this shouldn't win against Sisters. My God. Big sad if it did. Because the thing is, even though these are, cool fucking ponies, it's still T4 at the end of the day. So, Melta's wounding on 2s. And they're doing big damages. Probably going to be insta-killing 1 each. And they could have feel no pain. I don't think I care. You can have a lot of feel no pain rolls. That'd be pretty funny. But yeah. I think that's it. Take care, everyone. Oh, So tomorrow I'm planning on making the last group of videos for the Imperium, and then I will either also do in Xenos and do my update video or do something else. And I'm going to try to get in the future maybe an intro or outro or intermission, some other stuff made for the channel when I make videos so they look a bit better. But I'll be doing, unfortunately, spoiler, it's not going to have colors good. Salamanders. This is Raven Guard, I believe. Deathwatch. White Scars. I need to make Black Templars. And then this is incorrect. I have changed this list because I goofed. And this is going to be Space Wolves. So those are all the armies that are going to be coming out next. Hope you look forward to it. If you like the channel, again, pass it on to other people. I'm a nobody. So because I'm not big, anybody that stops by or if I get subscribers, it's a nice cheerful thing for me since I'm just doing this as a hobby. So it really makes my day. So if you can pass it on to your friends or into groups, and you like my content, it's competitive. And again, I'll make a top 50 tier list of all the armies eventually as well because I have played almost every single army. I've made a list for every single army, and I've played over half of them, probably 3/4 of them. At one point I used to say I played them all, but technically I haven't now. And I've made like if I change out Tank Commander for a different thing, have I really played the list? Is it a lie? Like I've played most of the stuff that matters. You play Chaos Space Marines once, you play all of them. You play Space Marines once, you've played all of them. You know they have small changes, but yeah. If with that said, then I basically have played them all. All right, I'm gonna end it here. Good lord, take care. Bye.